Speaking, and today we're doing a review on the Canson Mix Media paper. This is just a review to see how well this paper holds up to multimedia types of paint and stuff like that. Let's see. Okay. So let's begin with the last page. I always like to work on the last page. So yeah, here you go. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do first is we're going to try out the types of things I have right now. So what that involves is first graphite. See how the pencil holds the graphite. Second is colored pencils. How well how many layers I would need to apply to make the color pencils look evenly and smooth. The watercolors, how well it picks up the watercolors and if it doesn't warp or pill or anything else like that. And lastly, markers. We're going to test markers on this. The only types of markers I have on me right now is Sharpie markers. So we'll see how well it does. So here we go. We're going to make a few strokes with our Faber-Castell pencils. This I'll be testing it on, let's say, a 2B, because it doesn't really the HB, the 2H, or the H doesn't show very well. Neither the B for some reason. So we'll try that. So we'll try the 2B. 2B or not 2B. Okay. We're just gonna make a few lines. We're gonna make a few squares, circles. So yeah, let's begin with a few lines. The graphite seems a bit rough. It's rough to hold the multimedia types of materials. So yeah, it's grainy for watercolor uses and other types of uses. So I don't think the colored pencils will apply well on here, but we'll see what I can do. So we're gonna start off by, I'm just doing some line work so I could see how much shading I would need to apply here so it could come off really smooth. So we're gonna just make a circle. Sorry if it's a messy circle, but it's a circle nonetheless. Alright, so we're gonna start doing a highlight. We're gonna do our core shadow over here. Midtones. We're not going to have any reflective light on here, so we don't need to worry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to darker colors. Here I'm gonna use the 4H to make the core shadow more darker. So yeah, this is just an exercise on shading, how well it shades, because with graphite, shading is a lot. It has a lot to do with graphite. And if you can't have those shadows dark enough, or your highlights light enough, so yeah, you won't be able to shade very well. And this paper is kind of doing leaving lots of white lots of white areas into the graphite, so I would need to apply more pressure to it to even it out. I'm applying I would say mid pressure here. I don't want to go too dark. This is a 5B, and this is going to be my core shadow. I'm doing it a little bit outside, little by little. Okay, and now I'm going to go to my 7B, so I could finally finish the core shadow, because I've been doing it for too long now, way too long. Okay, so my core shadow is gonna be done here. I'm going to be going ever slightly lighter and lighter, going down the number. This one's a 5B, and I'll next be using a 4B, and a 2B, a 3B, just going down. I'll be using a 3B for midtones, more midtones. I do need more midtones. Just trying to hurry this thing up so it doesn't take as much time as I need to be. So you see the difference between this 5B and this 3B is going away. It's kind of like smoothing it out. Yeah. Leaving my highlight, knowing where my highlight is. So yeah, that's as good as I think I'll get my tones. I mean my values. I'll be using an H here, just to slightly make the pigment, make the color a bit lighter in the center. I'll be making sure my core shadow is dark enough. Okay, so what's my thoughts on using graphite on the Canson Mix Media? Well, you'd have to layer it quite a lot. You have to use lots of pressure, and I think it would be okay. I think it'd be okay for graphite, but not the best. Let me take this closer to the camera. There you go. As you can see, I got my darks dark enough. but was not easy. I would have to go up to 7B for this dark area, and it still has small little dots of white everywhere, which is okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I don't know. You need to have a lot more layers down though. That's what I would think. So yeah. Next, I'll be using my colored pencils to see how it goes down on the Canson Mix Media paper, which I don't know if it will, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep doing the circles so you can see how. Sorry if my circles aren't perfect, but whatever. Okay, what color should I use? I have lots of greens. Let's use greens. Let's use lots of greens. I have way too much greens. I mean, I think that goes with every set. I just have way too much greens and not enough oranges or yellows or blues. I just think they don't have enough variety of certain colors. They just have way too many greens. I don't use greens that much, and I don't know. That's just how I feel. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna be layering. I'll be putting down the colored pencil lightly at first, understanding where my highlight is and my shadows are. So yeah, I'll be putting my pencil down very lightly on this paper. For now, it looks okay for the light, but we'll see when we get going. Okay, let's go to another color. I'll be putting the colors I have for my, I'll be putting the pencils I use and the colored pencils I use and the watercolors and the Sharpies in the description if you need it. You'd find it there. So yeah, I'm doing this very lightly so I don't make too many mistakes. Putting down a core shadow here, just to understand where it goes. I'm not putting too much pressure right now. I just want to know where the core shadow is and how I should go on with that. There we go. I'm gonna restrict this highlight even more. So yeah, the tooth of this paper is very, very sharp. Very sharp paper. I'll just be blending some colors into one another. Just blend. I'll be putting it down now more and more to see if the color, if it makes any difference with the paper. And if I see it, it doesn't make too much difference. Okay, I think that's okay for just now. So what I think about this paper with colored pencils, first I'll tell you my results just using colored pencils on this, and then I'll see two methods I'll use to see if I could blend that in. Using very hard pressure right here, you can see there's still little white marks on there, little spots from the paper coming through. And also, right, let's see, right there, it has a lot of white spots from the paper, left over from the paper. So yeah, it's not as good as, let's say, the tone tan, which picks up color pencils very nice. So yeah, I have two ways of blending the color pencils into the paper. The first is using tortillons, which I'll use in a bit, and my other way is using this. I'm gonna use this Mona Lisa odorless paint thinner, because this paper is really thick, and I think it will be able to have the thinner on there and not warp or anything like that. So we'll just see if it does or doesn't warp. Okay. Now let's see how this paper reacts. You can see it blends it very nicely. And it doesn't look like it's warping. No. It does take this paint thinner very nicely. And as you can see, lots of the white little dots on there has left. what I call it success. Yeah, but you know, you could use bristboard as well, but for a quick fix, yeah, you could do that. Sure. Now, my next test will be on watercolors. Let's try watercolors. As you know, I have my Winsor & Newton travel kit. Comes in 12 colors. Yeah, so I'll be using it to see if it can hold the water on there. I'll be using just this little brush here. Yeah. Just a minute. Go. We're using blue. Why not? Let's try blue. Let's do a little there. Go. Okay. Let's make a I'm gonna make a light blue first. Just a moment. Alright. Let's make a light blue circle. Look at that. That paint just goes on there really nicely, doesn't it? Goes on really nicely on there. Okay. Really, really nice. Now, if we were painting with, if we were painting a real, like painting, we would have to wait for this to dry, but I'm impatient, so we're just gonna do this. Just gonna draw circles. Make a little highlight. Right there. Sure this is light enough. Grab a little dark here. Dot, 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 dot. I'm just trying to hurry. I'm not doing like a real fantastic job on this. But I'm just trying to hurry so y'all could see how this paper takes the watercolor. As you can see, it's bending now. It's trying to bend the paper. So yeah, it doesn't take too much water to make this paper bend. Just making a mess right here. But yeah, as you can see, it does take on the water fairly good. It's just, it does bend. You can see that bending a bit. You can see. Yeah. But the back looks really nice. No, it doesn't bleed through, which is really nice. I see a lot of watercolor paper bleed through, and just a shame that they call itself watercolor, which doesn't even take water. I tell you, this paper is changing my mind with watercolor. It doesn't take graphite well, but it does take watercolor well. Look at that. If you were working with dry, then yeah, I could see you working with dry watercolors. Not as wet as really wet. Not wet on wet as you would think, but just a bit wet watercolor. Yeah, see that color turns out really nicely when you don't add too much water. You don't really need to add too much water on this paper. So yeah, I think it's okay for watercolor. I mean, I don't think it's okay for watercolor. I think it's amazing for watercolor, because I've seen really I have my watercolor, I have my Strathmore watercolor paper, and it bends immediately after I put a tiny amount of water on it. But this paper is really nice, and the colors show really vibrant here. Yeah, the colors here is amazing. I mean, yeah, on my regular watercolors, I have to do something, but this one just takes it nicely. Okay, that's enough. All right, next is my Sharpies. Here they are. I have way too many. Oof. I have way too many Sharpies, but I like Sharpies. They're okay. Okay, now let's see what I'm gonna use them for. So we're gonna try the Sharpies on this paper. On regular copy paper, it bleeds through. It does very nasty things to thin paper. We'll see if it does the same with this paper. You know, I did green, I did blue, now let's do red. Red. Oh wait, I can't do red. I don't have that much red. I only have a little bit of red. Okay. See, this is why I tell you green that's way too much green for a set. These are my greens. Do you see? Okay. This is my red. You see the problem? At least I have a couple of blues here. At least I have a couple of blues. But you see the problem with greens? Just way too much. Way too many greens. But whatever. just get all the greens. I'm gonna use green again because I have way too many greens. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. Whew. All right. Do circle. Okay, you have to watch out with the Sharpies because once you do a line and it dries, you go over it again. At least that's what I saw with markers when I did that dollar store challenge thing. When I went over, when I made a mark on the marker, if I tried to go over it, it would just leave. But I guess these Sharpies are a bit more better since they're alcohol based. I think they're made a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. But I got these Sharpies a while ago. Yeah, I got them a while ago. They came in a set, so I didn't have to buy them all separately. So yeah, that's a good thing. I might do a Sharpie challenge soon with this paper. Just draw Sharpies. So yeah, let's see how that looks like, my Sharpie challenge. Hopefully some of y'all like that. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna let this dry because I'm in a hurry. In a hurry. Oops. I'm gonna try this my medium. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm just touching the colors. Should have done this in the beginning. As you can see, I'm going over it, the other areas. Trying to okay. Okay, well, I guess that thing doesn't have a highlight. Okay, anyway, let's see the big reveal. If it bled through, this paper gets a 5 out of 5. 5 out of, no, not a 5 out of 5. A 3 out of 5. If it gets, if it does bleed through, oh, you can't see. So if it does bleed through, this gets a 2 out of 5. If it doesn't bleed through, it gets a 3 out of 5. Oh, it did not bleed through. At least not everything. Not a mark. on here. So this gets a 3 out of 5. So it gets, I guess it's pretty good. Not good for graphite. Okay, if you have a if you have the odorless paint thinner, like I do, it's okay for colored pencils, watercolors. Really good job. Really good job. It didn't bend that much, just a bit. And the markers, it did not bleed. I seriously thought it would bleed through, but look at it, not one little color on it. Okay, well, this was my video of the review of the Canson, or is it Canson? Yeah, Canson multimedia paper. You could find this paper in hobby stores or art supply stores, or even in Walmart. I saw this in Walmart, so yeah, you could go pick it up there. Go. What are you waiting for? Go. Okay, bye-bye.